He hails from down the Dallas, Texas area. He's a Cowboy fan. Yes, 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 he is. He does a great job. He's on the job. I love how he sometimes is out in the field and showing us what he's doing. Without further ado, can we give a warm welcome to the one and only Sam Foster?
I'm on location, guys. As you can see, I stepped out for a moment. I'm doing a class. Of course, on Fridays, I periodically do classes in my neighborhood for the students. And I am on location as usual on Friday. Um, I just want to get straight to it, guys, since we had that little hiccup. If you're taking notes, thank you, Mr. Thomas, for your platform. As always, Mr. Debris Clemens, everybody on the call. I wish I could do a roll call, but we're going to get straight to it because I know you guys are ready to go. And I've been away from you guys for 2 solid weeks. I'm like that dog that's tied to the porch. I'm ready to come off the porch, guys. It's been bottled up in me for the last 2 weeks, so I'm going to let her rip. If you're taking notes, delayed, not denied. That's right. That's right. That's right. I said it. I said it emphatically. Delayed, not denied. And I'm going somewhere with these guys. And I chose this topic. I tossed and I turned about different topics because I wanted to be relevant. A lot of times you pick a topic, that topic can set the stage for the actual content that you're getting ready to talk about. And the reason why I chose this topic is because I know a lot of times, guys, as IBOs, we get stuck in a situation, we get stuck in different things that we may be in, but I want to get you unstuck. I want to put you in a position where you can never deny who you are, not only as an IBO, but just as a person. And sometimes, guys, we can get delayed. I get it. We human. Things happen. But I'm going to show you a foolproof way that you can think about being delayed but not denied. It's a way to go, but we're going to get there. Okay. I started doing my research, guys. As you guys know on the call, many of you know I'm a big fact finding type of guy. Then I started going over all these different people and how they got to where they were. I'm going to throw a name out at you. Uh, uh, this lady that does dresses, guys. She's a very, very famous person. I even have my notes here. My notes are here, guys. I tossed and I turned. I said, should I put this on? Should I put that on? But guys, I'm gonna go with this first person. Does anybody know who Vera Wang is? Vera Wang. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. I figured you would, Mr. Thomas, the guru that you are. You in that type of company, so we're not gonna use you today. Anybody, put it in the chat if you know who Vera Wang is. All right. Now that name should ring a bell in certain circles if they don't do it up. All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. 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 That's right. That's right. That's right. I see somebody in the chat that put designer. That's right. Dress designer. Okay. You're right. You guys are right. Kathleen Williams, you're right. She's a designer. But we're going to go a little farther. We're going to pull back the veil, Mr. Thomas, just for a little bit to let these folks know people that were delayed but not denied. Now, for a lot of people, Vera Wang, yes, she is a designer. But does anybody know how she started? How she started. And these are facts, guys. You can look this up. I'm a fact finding type of guy. Vera Wang actually started out. She was actually part of Vogue magazine. She was picked, guys, handpicked, she thought, to be the next editor-in-chief of Vogue magazine. As a matter of fact, to go a little deeper about this lady, guys, do you not realize that Vera Wang served for 17 years as the heir apparent, she thought, to be the next editor-in-chief of Vogue magazine? She didn't get the job. That's right, that's right, she didn't get the job. She did not get the job. And I quote, guys, she was both devastated and humiliated. Watch that, guys. Those are big words. I mean, they quoted this. She was devastated and humiliated. I want to know if there's anybody on the call that has ever been devastated and humiliated at the same time. Guys, if you've been devastated and humiliated, it's one thing to be devastated but humiliated. You got to remember, guys, for 17 years, For 17 years, guys, this person thought that she was going to be the editor-in-chief. She was the heir apparent, guys. So you just got to think. Hold on, something just happened, guys. Work with me, work with me. Okay, I'm back at you. Editor-in-chief. So she didn't get the job. She was so devastated, guys, that she finally quit. She went to another company, guys, and she just couldn't shake the devastation. She couldn't shake and deny. Guys, do you realize she started doodling designs just as a pastime? Sometimes you get bored. She went to a job, she didn't like it. She started doing designs, just little cheap designs. She opened up a little boutique, a little boutique. Guys, one person sparked her interest off of a design she did, and she was doodling. They loved the fact that her designs were unique. Aha, there we go. The uniqueness of man. The uniqueness of man. In other words, guys, what one person is rejected on, another person can be respected. I mean, it don't take but one person, one IBO, one customer, one idea, one going to something that clicks in your head and the light comes on. You have what we call that aha moment. Vera Wang had that aha moment. Long story short, guys, she went from a has-been, so to speak, to right now her empire is worth over $700 million. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. How's that for fact? $700 million. Now think about this, guys. If her empire's worth from something, how she get that way? Her uniqueness. Her uniqueness, her designs were so unique. They said it broke away from tradition, guys. The designs broke away from tradition. G. Valdez, she broke away from tradition. Jackie Black broke away from tradition. Danny Payne in Alberta, Canada, you breaking away from tradition. You're going another route. You're not going the traditional route, guys. Kathleen Williams, you're breaking away from tradition. Marla, Miss Maria Estrada, you break away from tradition. All the way over in Hawaii, Reese Kubiak, you break away from tradition. Sensation, you always broke away from tradition, especially with your outfits and these glasses. Come on now. Come on now, Miss Terry, you breaking away from tradition. How is that? How does one person doodling turn into an over $700 million empire? They said that she broke away from the traditional designs and the dresses were unique. Instead of traditional wedding dresses, the back of the dresses had a cut in the back. One cut in the back turned into a $700 million empire, guys. Watch this part. You mean to tell me getting on these calls, we can break away from the norm? We can have that same success. Wait a minute, we get on these calls all the time. You mean to tell me one interest, one spark? Yeah. It might seem one way now, but just because it's delayed don't mean it's not denied. Okay, we're gonna go a little farther because I got you in gallery now. Now I think I know how to do this thing, sensation. I'm a dinosaur. You guys work with me. Al Randolph. You mean to tell me we're gonna go a little farther? Does anybody know who Quincy Jones is? They call him Q. Quincy Jones just recently passed within the last year or two. Guys, if you don't know his story, I'm giving you inspirational facts here, guys. Quincy Jones, the Q. Guys, let me put it like this, because I know somebody might be saying, yeah, I know who Quincy Jones is. No. You really don't know who Quincy Jones is. Let me break Quincy Jones down for you. Quincy Jones originally was supposed to be a trumpeter. He was originally pegged to be the next Wynton Marsalis before Wynton Marsalis was known. The next Dizzy Gillespie. Matter of fact, he played in Dizzy Gillespie band. Who is Dizzy Gillespie? The guy was the Big Chief. The guy was the Big Chief. Dizzy Gillespie, he was playing in his band. He was a background trumpeter in his band. Think about it, guys. When Dizzy was huge back in the day. Didn't nobody know a Quincy Jones from a hole in the wall. He got so frustrated because he never did break out. But he was a great arranger of music. Now, if you really don't know who Quincy Jones is, you just heard of the name. Let me do it like this. Sensation, let me do it like this. Rick Kubiak, let me do it like this. Let's say if Michael Jackson was a car, Quincy Jones was the battery. Huh? Marvetta, I said if Michael Jackson was the car, Quincy Jones was the battery. What do you mean by that, Sam? Quincy Jones is responsible for over 400 hits that you hear all the time. 400, not 40, 400. Matter of fact, Quincy Jones was so wealthy that all of his kids, every last one of his kids, got at least $7 million apiece when he died. Oh, no, I'm going fact. I'm going fact with it. I'm going fact with it. No, don't slow me down now. I'm going nothing but facts. He got so famous. He left each one of his kids at least $7 million apiece. Not include royalty checks. That's just upfront money. $7 million apiece. We're not talking the royalties. We're not talking about the residuals from all the scores he did. Sanford and Son. He scored all of those now. That's Quincy Jones. He's responsible probably for half of the hits of the 70s. That's Quincy Jones. That's Q. Remember, guys, he started out as a background trumpeter. Nobody heard of him.
I think we lost Sam Foster again, but one of my favorites by Q or Quincy Jones is, remember the song "We Are the World"? Oh my God, he brought all that talent together. Quincy Jones did it. Wow, a lot of Michael. Oh, there he is.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Quincy Jones. I left off. I was telling you guys fact with Quincy Jones. He's responsible for "We Are the World," that big, huge song. That's Quincy Jones, guys. That was the guy that was delayed but not denied. Guys, I'm here to tell you, you can start one way but end the next. How does it relate to ACN? We're different. We set apart. We on these calls faithfully on a daily basis. People say, "Oh, that thing don't work." It works. Okay, I'm gonna last but not least. I'm gonna pick a random person. Al Thomas, the guy that actually has been successful not in one, guys, but in two network marketing companies. That's unheard of. Let's keep it real. No, not at the bottom level, not at the mid level. He's responsible for being at the top of both of them. Well, I don't know about you, but without even asking Mr. Thomas now, I think one of the motivating factors is his level of consistency. Well, what do you mean by that, Sam? Well, he's and this has been said from the stage, guys, from the international. He's the only senior vice president, the only, guys. Fact, check it for yourself. He's the only senior vice president that does a leadership call 6 days a week, Monday through Friday, and a leadership on Saturday. He's the only SVP that does it, guys. Have been doing it for years. Not just a couple of months, but for years, and inundates everybody that wants to get on the call. He shuns nobody. If you're not even on his team, he's probably more credited for being the most friendly and connected ACN senior vice president probably in the history of ACN, because not only does everybody gravitate to him, but he shuns nobody. And he's always available to everybody. That's leadership. And you know he had to go through somewhere to get somewhere. And you know they just don't give SVP status out. And at the time that Mr. Thomas became an SVP, you probably had to work about 10 times harder than what you got to do now. No AI, no computers, just hard work, feet on the ground. And not only did he do it in one company, but he done it in 2 companies. That's unheard of, guys. How's that for motivating for yourself? So with all that said, guys, with all this technology and all the glitches that happen, if you got nothing out this call, the thing I want you guys to remind yourself of, you can be delayed one moment, but not denied. Keep consistency at the head of your mentality, and victory is around the corner. With that said, guys, that has been my time. I hate I only had 2 weeks. Hopefully, Mr. Thomas will invite me back so I can get my whole month in. But guys, this has been my time. I just want to come by and inundate you with a couple of examples and use our personal leader as an example, guys, because he's been nothing but an example. With that said, that has been my time. Thank you for letting me share.